have dogs, but I've never actually properly introduced you guys to them. So we're going to do that today. I love my dogs first and foremost. My dog story and how we got so many is an adventure in itself. But let's start with introducing you to them. So this is Nova. This is the first dog we brought into this litter. We actually did have a dog before that actually looked very similar to Nova. She was an English Golden as well. And she accidentally ate a piece of bread that was poisoned and had a seizure and passed away. And 6 months later, my mom was really sad and looking for puppies, and Riley and I were okay with a new dog as long as it wasn't a Golden. And my mom ended up picking a Golden that looked very similar to her previous dog. And we went all the way to Canada to get little Nova, who was the only female of her litter. She was a daddy's puppy. So when we picked her up, they had to give her a blanket covered in the scent of her dad and her mom because she refused to leave. She was depressed for 3 days, and then the demons came out. She was very aggressive. She wanted to play all the time. She snipped at us. It got to the point where we were very concerned, and we were thinking about just letting her grow out of it. But then Tara brought her dog Wrigley over, and the energy that was going towards us, this aggressive nature that was going towards us, was going towards this dog instead. And she was being so lovey and kind to us. So we actually decided to get her another playmate, which is why we have so many now. But Nova, she's very sweet when she wants to be. She knows how to get what she wants. She's very manipulative. She's very smart. She's very kind to strangers. She's very sweet to people that are new in the house. But once you get to know her, her attitude comes out. And she gets what she wants. And if she doesn't, she throws a fit. And by fit, I mean she will just bark at you and bark at you and bark at you and come at you and scratch you and get mean or get sad. She used to, as a puppy, come at you. But, she's gotten older. She has hip problems. She's always had growing pains. She's the only dog that we have that's a purebred Golden. The rest are mixes. So, basically, she's got all of those purebred issues that Goldens have. All of our other dogs that we've had previously were purebred Goldens, and our previous Goldens had issues of diabetes, blindness, bone pains, growth pains, hip pain specifically. And I'm not looking forward to that with Nova. I don't think Nova's looking forward to it. Her age is starting to hit her. She just turned 6 not too long ago. She might be almost 7 now that I think about it, now that it's actually April. I believe she was born in August. So she's almost 7. No, she's almost 6. Babies are 4, Koda and 6. Yeah, you're almost 6, not almost 7. She's not that old yet. She just looked at me like, you just aged me so much. She's got such an attitude. She's very scared to show people her belly now, which I'm very happy that she's doing it on camera because she knows she's on camera. She wants to be on camera. But she got pregnant, and since then she had some growth here, and we have had some people react badly to her stomach, and she's taken that very harshly. When people say animals don't understand emotions and, how people are talking about them, that's bullcrap. My dogs understand every word we say about them. They know when we're talking about them. They know when we're talking good, but they know when we're talking bad. And they do remember things, and they do take things to heart. My dog is now insecure about her stomach because of what human beings have said about it. And that's kind of screwed up. So I think we should be nicer to animals. But Nova, she's overall very sweet. She just has such an attitude problem. She needed disciplinary school, and my parents never did it. I'm thinking about putting Sahara because she's my personal dog through training, but I'm hoping that it'll influence my parents to get her some kind of training. Because without proper training, I feel like she's not going to be the easiest dog to handle when she doesn't get someone to pay attention to her when she needs it. Right now, there's always someone home with the dogs. At least, unless someone's away for work or something. So there's always someone here for them. And when Riley and I leave the house, that's not going to be the case. And, Princess is not going to take it well. She does not like being in her crate. She's broken out of them. She's ate a ton of things. She is the destructor queen. She's ate glasses. She's ate glass. She's ate shoes. And somehow, she has not gone to the doctors with an issue. Everything has flushed through her system. She is a powerhouse, and we don't know how. All of our dogs should have been in the emergency room, and she's the only one that ended up going more recently, not when she was younger, because when I was on vacation with my significant other, she broke into my room, and because I don't know what exactly happened, she wasn't exactly locked up safely, and she broke into my room, ate a bunch of chocolate, and a wad of paper towels, and I mean a fresh roll of paper towels, all in her stomach. So my mom came home, and Nova was not breathing well. So she went to the emergency room and got it removed. They just kind of flushed her system out. They didn't have to do surgery or anything, thankfully. But yeah, so she's learned her lesson a bit here, but she still doesn't stop. It doesn't stop her, and she's just so much fun. So we ended up having to get another dog for her, and then she ended up making more babies that turned out kind of like her. So she's done a great job with the world. She's done it a service. She's passed on her a-holery, and Koda is the dad, which we'll get to him next. But thankfully, he was sweet, so they're not just Nova. They're sweet Novas. But let's get to Koda, shall we? This is Koda. This is the second dog that came into the house. Well, yeah, technically. Either way, Sahara and him came in the house at the same time. But he was the one we intended on buying. So we needed a second dog for Nova, and she was just better with another dog. She just was going to do so much better. She was better with Wrigley. She was aggressive towards us. It was a little scary. So we were like, let's get another dog. We want to get a male because we want to do opposite. And I wanted to buy a dog anyway because it was like, when I leave the house, I want to take a dog with me. And I would love to be able to take a puppy. So I picked Koda out. I paid for him. We got him fixed and everything. A little too late, unfortunately. But either way, he is about 5. They were born on New Year's, and he had all white socks, and he looked like a little baby black and white dog, and he was just so cute. He's the sweetest thing ever. When we split the dogs up to go sleep in other rooms, Riley kind of took him from me and said, "You're sleeping with Sahara," even though he was my dog. And since then, he's been attached to her by the hip. He even, as basically an acting service dog for her. He's really good. He can learn so much so quickly. He's very smart. He learned how to open doors. He learned how to open a glass door. He's learned that the oven opens. We have yet to show him the microwave, because if you show him something, he tends to learn it. And then he does this thing called flopping, where he'll literally flop, and the babies have inherited it. He's very cute and apparently very camera shy, because he turned his back away. Yeah, are you camera shy? Are you camera shy? He also does this thing, which we say, Koda go roo-roo, and he talks. Can you do it? You want to do it on camera? Can you go roo-roo? No, you just gotta flop. Yeah. He's camera shy. All my dogs seem to be a little camera shy. He needs groomed often because he has a lot of hair and he has a lot of mass. But he's actually quite skinny, because we used to, when he was not fixed, he and Nova conceived the babies during quarantine. But when he was not fixed, you getting grays in your ear? Oh no! But when he was not fixed, he would wear a suit, and it basically just a cloth that goes around the body to prevent him from, having any issues. And he was actually really skinny, but he's actually the heaviest out of our dogs. He needs to lose like 10 or so pounds. He eats a lot of food. He loves food. He loves meat specifically. And then if you don't watch the dogs eat, he will eat Nova's food. He will eat Rescue's food. He will eat any food that is left unoccupied. He's pretty good about leaving human food around him, but he's gotten worse lately. He used to be really good about a year ago, but I don't know what changed. About a year and a half ago, he started just eating everything he could see. I do know that Riley did put him on a bit of a diet, and when he goes to work with her as acting service dog, he is not eating breakfast all the time. He doesn't eat before they go. If I wake up early enough to feed him, he'll eat, but I don't know if Riley is getting up early enough to give him enough time to process to feed. But also he's very attached to her hips in the morning because mornings she's not doing so well sometimes. So he also doesn't like to leave her side, and if she's got to get ready for work, and it's between him eating and looking at her getting ready for work, he's going to choose to watch her get ready for work. He's a very good puppy. He's got such long eyelashes too, but he's getting old and it's getting really sad. He's lost a couple of his white paws. He does have white hair still on each of them and his belly, but he's lost a lot of his white hair. He's getting a lot of grays now, and he's just really playful but really lazy at the same time. He's just a really good dog. And I'm honestly really happy that I chose him because the babies are the way they are because of Koda's personality, not because of Nova's. They got the attitude of Nova, but they got the sweetness of Koda, and Koda's just mostly sweet. The most he does is sass you, which is where he shows the side of his teeth when he's unhappy with something, and it's just so cute. He's never gonna hurt a soul. He's just the sweetest thing, but he looks like a bear. When him and Sahara have gotten out, it literally looks like a bear and a deer are running together. Yeah. You're just so cute. But on to the next puppy, because you're just going to sit here and want all the love in the world. Okay, y'all, this is Sahara. She is the one that seems to be the most attached to me. Yes, hello. Hug. She is Koda's sister, and we did not plan on adopting her. So when we adopted Koda, we only planned on adopting one because we already had Nova, and we did not want a 3-dog household. But towards the end of the adoption process, we were being sent photos, and every time we were sent a photo of Koda, there was this orange golden dog in the background. And one day, she photobombed so bad and looked so sad that my mom had noticed and said, "Who is that puppy behind Koda?" And they're like, "Oh, that's the only puppy that hasn't been adopted. She's this cute little girl, but she's going to end up going to a kill shelter." We couldn't do that. We couldn't let that happen. My mom instantly was like, "No, we'll take her." So we got her for actually a discount. I don't know why they didn't just give us her for free when they were going to take her and put her in a shelter anyway. But we got her at half price, and she came home with Koda. And the first thing she did when she got in the car was puke. Yeah, you puked. You puked. And she puked all over her baby toy and Koda's baby toy. So my mom just threw them out. So they lost their baby toys and her baby blanket. But they have Koda's baby blanket. But she's just the sweetest thing. She is a little tad aggressive because she has really bad anxiety. So we need to get her on some meds. We need to get her some training for public. And I would love for her to be in ESA. But she has to get properly trained, because if she can't get properly trained, then she can't go through ESA training. And if she fails ESA training, she can't be an ESA dog. And this girl needs me more than I need her sometimes. She does help with my anxiety and me feel safe and secure, and that's one of the things that causes my anxiety. but she has such bad anxiety as well that she reacts badly in some situations that we definitely need to get her some training and figure some things out, because I need her as much as she needs me, but she needs me a little more. She's constantly up my butt, and I think it's only because of her anxiety and because of how the rest of the house acts with her. They don't know how to treat her anxiety. She gives kisses, she gives hugs, she whines a lot, she needs a lot of attention, and my parents can't do that with 5 other dogs in the house, so she gets really sad and really upset, and they don't react the best to it, so her anxiety gets the best of her. But yeah, that's Sahara. On to the bebes. So this is Una. She is the firstborn of Nova's litter, and her and Chi-Chi are litter mates. Out of the 4 boys that Nova had, or 6 dogs in total, Nova had 4 boys and 2 girls, and we kept both the girls. Una we ended up keeping because Riley fell in love with her, and Mark just thought she was so much more intelligent than the rest of the dogs. She's not diagnosed, but the family has decided or determined that she's most likely an on the spectrum dog, because she has typical, yeah, I know. She has typical behavior of a dog that's on the spectrum. She notices things. She doesn't listen to her name. She won't acknowledge that you're saying her name, but she won't listen to it. She is just a little different than the rest of our puppies. She's the sweetest thing. She's a COVID puppy, so she's scared to go outside. She really does not like outside. She likes people, but she's very shy, so it takes her a very long time to warm up to people. She warmed up to my significant other right away, which was very weird. So that was kind of a good sign, and also a good sign for her. But Una and Chi-Chi are basically inseparable, which is really difficult to get them separated on a video, and Una not to flop. Una is also called my little penguin, because as a puppy, she would sit between your legs like a little penguin egg, and just kind of flop right there. And as we see, she is flopping, huh? Yes, Una, but Una is about 4. The babies are actually quite old. I know, it's so sad. It's so sad. But they were born during, right after quarantine had ended. They were born, and they were probably made during quarantine. Because, yeah, Nova pregnancy was a shock to us all. But either way, we got an Una out of it, and we got a Chi-Chi out of it, and Chi-Chi I will be showing next. Okay, this is Chica, who is sassing the heck out of me because I took a toy away from her. Chi-Chi is one of the litter mates of Una. You gotta stay here. There's too many dogs in here that I can let you walk off, because you won't come back. Can you sit for me? I need you to sit. Come on. We did this when you were a pup. We taught you how to sit. Come on. You're not doing it. Okay. She's so pissed. So, Chi-Chi is one of the litter mates. She was one of the I think she was actually the last one born. Out of the 8 that Nova had, 2 passed, and those 2 were girls. And Chi-Chi was probably the last one born, and Una was the first, ironically. And they get along like 2 peas in a pod. They're about the same size. She's a little more chunky. Are you going to sit on me? Okay. She's a little more chunky than her dad. No. Stop trying to steal the toy from your dad. And she's a little toy possessive. So Nova, instead of being a good mom, would give them blankets and balls and stuff instead of cuddling with them. She would give them replacement mothers. And I think this created a toy fascination with Chi-Chi, along with the fact that Koda and Nova are both a little possessive over their toys. Like, they definitely want every toy in the book. Nova is a toy hoarder. Koda is a toy lover and a hoarder, and Chi-Chi's inherited both of this and turned it into, I need every toy in the world at every single second of every time, which is a Nova thing. Nova likes to have new toys, but Chi-Chi likes to have like every toy, and she really likes to have balls. She likes these spiky ones, and then Una enjoys the tennis balls. Did you just, oh no, that's your hair. I thought she just drooled on my foot. Either way, Chi-Chi had a little piggy right before filming, and I took it away and gave it to Una, which is like the most heartbreaking thing to do to Chi-Chi, and I'm very sorry, but she's a little upset about it. And then Koda stole it from Una and is sitting in front of Chi-Chi with it, taunting her. So Chi-Chi, like Una, is about 4. They were born right after quarantine, and she's just a goofy love ball. She's so sweet. She's a little mean when she has something that she wants that she doesn't want the other dogs having. Hello, Una. As we can see, Una's very attached to Chi-Chi. Now that we have Una away, if you look at Chi-Chi's eyes, she has like these puppy dog eyes, and those are actually surgically made. So Chi-Chi was born with extra eye skin, where her eyelashes would like curl in, and then her eyes would her eyelids would like reverse in, and like they started scratching at her eyeballs and stuff, and she had to have surgery, and they gave her puppy dog eyes, so she uses that to her advantage a lot. My parents think she's so much sweeter than she is, but she's a house pooper, she's a destroyer, she's secretly like not the best at all times, but she's overall a really good dog. She just, has her moments, and she gets favoritism because of her puppy dog eyes. They don't think it's possible Chi-Chi could do anything wrong. But that's Chica. She was our youngest until actually recently. Okay, you gotta get your butt out of my face. You gotta move. Hey, yeah, butt scratches. But Chi-Chi was our youngest until actually very recently. So this one here is Rescue. She's the newest one. She legit is a rescue. The other name she's called in the house is Leia. I call her Rescue because I feel like it's just a cuter name. Come here. She's a little shy, and she obviously is a rescue dog. She came from another home that we don't think was the nicest to her. So it's been a lot of training for her and reinforcing things. Right now she has a small, which I'm not for shock collars, but a small like zip collar that just gives her a little zip when she barks, because she's very scared of everything, so she barks at everything. She's very piercing. Our one dog, Nova, is very loud, but she's somehow louder. So we just want to make sure that she's okay and that she is not going to be like a complaint dog. And we don't ever want to have have the choice of like that Grown Ups movie where they took the vocal cords over putting the dog down. I don't ever want to have that choice. So we're just going to try to train her not to bark. We're trying to train the other dogs to not bark as well to help her. But yeah, she's about 3 years old. We took her in a couple months ago, like before the holidays, and because we kept her over the holidays and couldn't get her a new home, Riley got attached, and now we have a 6th dog. Rescue, come here. Come here. She's very sweet. She's just very shy, and she is camera shy, so I think she does know about the camera. Yeah, thank you. And she likes to give kisses. She knows a little Spanish like the other babies. I taught her un besito means kiss. She knows a couple things like ven aquí, and she knows a lot of commands in English. She's learning sit, or she knows sit really, but she's nervous to do it. When we first got her, she would only sit on laundry baskets, and honestly, what we did was what we're kind of doing now is just like letting her do what she needs to do. As long as she's not putting herself near dangerous situations, she's okay to sniff the surroundings and stuff and get comfy where she gets. But like I said, she would lay in our laundry baskets or on like piles of like pillows and blankets and stuff, and like that's the only place she would lay down or sit. She wouldn't like lay on a clean spot on the floor or anything. So we don't know exactly where she came from and what home situation was like, but she's chilled out a lot. She's taken to Sahara and the baby. She loves Koda. She sleeps in Riley's room. So there's quite a bit that she's adapted to, and I'm very happy with that. But at the same time, I do think that her house is a little overrun, and I do think that maybe there was a chance that she could have gone to a better home. But my parents and my sister and I all determined that she didn't come from the best home. We provided her a safe space, and we don't want her to go to a new home and have to start all over, and then maybe next time not adapt as well. We think that having the dogs here helped her adapt a lot more because she came from a house with 2 other dogs. But yeah, that's Rescue. Rescue, you want to come say bye to the peoples? Come here. Come here, Rescues. Come here. Come here. Yes. Aw, baby Rescue. No, come here. Rescue. Come here. Rescue. Come here. Can you say bye-byes? No? Okay, she's camera shy. Okay, y'all, so that is all of my puppies. I love them so much. They're all sweet. They're all crazy. They're all attitude-ridden, sassy doggies. And honestly, I don't think I could go long without seeing them. I get very sad when I'm not around them when I'm like on vacation or away for work. So I don't know. I feel like if I move, I'm going to have to see them very often. And of course, Sahara is very attached to me, but I personally don't have a favorite. I think Sahara has chosen a favorite human in me and definitely will have to move with me. But I would love to take my Koda since I bought him and he was my big bear from the beginning. But that's just not going to happen probably. Otherwise, I know that Nova, the babies, and Rescue are probably all off the table for me to take. So me and Sahara are stuck together like 2 peas in a pod. And, you know, it's okay. I'm just going to have to do frequent visits for the others because I'm so sad that I might have to leave them one day. But either way, I hope you enjoyed meeting my puppies, and I hope you enjoyed learning about them a little bit. I will totally tell you the dog story another time. You got a little bit of it here and there, but other than that, have an amazing day. Stay beautiful, stay positive, and just keep being you. Bye!
It's Shauna.